Are you sick of letting the days slip by while you keep putting things off and then feeling bad about it? Imagine being able to break free, be in charge of your time, and get more done than ever before. The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi learned how to be disciplined and focused. Today, his timeless advice will help you stop putting things off and take charge of your day. Watch out, because this might make everything different. Step 1. Reprogram your mindset. Delaying things isn't just a matter of being lazy, it's a problem with the way you think. How you think about problems, chores, and even yourself affects whether you get things done or keep putting them off. To stop putting things off, you need to change the way you think and build the warrior's discipline that Miyamoto Musashi showed. Musashi thought that a fighter should always act without thinking. See that which you can't see with the eye, he wrote. To do this, you need to be aware of the mental traps like fear, perfectionism, and self-doubt that keep you from getting things done and replace them with an attitude of action and mastery. We tell ourselves a lot of lies when we say, "I'll do it later." That time never comes though. It gets harder to start the longer you wait. Musashi believed in acting right away because he knew that waiting meant death in fight. Hesitation in life means wasting chances. Do not tell yourself, "I'll do it later." Instead, tell yourself, "I will start now, even if it's not perfect." A lot of people don't do anything until they feel inspired. Musashi teaches, though, that a fighter doesn't depend on his emotions. He depends on his training. While motivation comes and goes, determination always is there. You will stop putting things off if you make it a habit to act even when you don't feel like it. To think like a fighter, you need to retrain your mind. Think of every job as a battle, every move as a step towards mastery, and every second of doubt as an enemy. When you take charge of your thoughts, you're in charge of your life. Step 2. Create a procrastination-free environment. Miyamoto Musashi knew that discipline isn't just about having strong willpower, it's also about making your environment supportive of action and focus. Do nothing that is useless, he wrote. This concept is directly related to getting rid of procrastination. If you have a lot of things that could confuse you, you will be more likely to put things off. But if you set up your place to be productive, it's easy to get things done. Getting rid of distractions is the first step. Look around your desk and see what makes you want to put things off. Are you hearing your phone buzzing with alerts? A desk that is messy? Noisy place to be? All of these things take away your attention. Musashi thought that being clear in the real world led to being clear in the mind. Get rid of anything that isn't helping you reach your goal. Turn off messages that aren't necessary, clean up your space, and make a spot that tells your brain, "This is where I work." Next, set up an area that is just for you. A warrior doesn't train on a territory that isn't ready. In the same way, you should have a place where you can work. Connect this place with concentration, whether it's a clean desk, a quiet room, or even a certain chair. Your mind will know it's time to do something when you sit there. So, make your rules clear. Let people know when you're really into working. Protecting your attention is important, and you can do this with a "do not disturb" sign, noise-canceling headphones, or set work hours. Musashi got good at what he did by putting all of his attention on it. You need to do the same. When your surroundings encourage you to be productive, putting things off has nowhere to hide. Step 3. Set a launch timer. In Miyamoto Musashi's mind, delay was the enemy of action. He wrote, "The way you train is the only way you can fight." This means that you will always be late if you train yourself to do so. But if you train yourself to act right away, you will learn the discipline to act without thinking. Getting started is one of the hardest parts of stopping putting things off. A lot of people put things off because they are too busy, lack motivation, or don't know where to start. But Musashi's lesson stressed doing something right away. You have to act first, and then you'll be motivated. The launch timer method changes everything at this point. A launch timer is an easy but effective plan. Set a timer for 5 minutes and do it. The goal is to get around the mental block that keeps you from acting. When you start something, your brain wants to finish it. This is called the Zeigarnik effect, and it means that leaving things to do makes you feel tense, which makes you want to keep going. Big jobs seem impossible, but working hard for 5 minutes seems doable. Putting things off is good for procrastination, but the hardest part is over once you start. Musashi thought that a fighter should always be ready to fight, not just when he felt like it. The same goes for the work you do. Wait for inspiration to come along. Set a timer, get going, and let your momentum move you forward. Step 4. Make procrastination uncomfortable. Miyamoto Musashi thought that being disciplined was not a choice, but a way of life. You must understand that there is more than one way, he wrote. You need to use more than one strategy to beat an enemy. The same goes for putting things off. If putting things off makes you feel worse than doing them, you will simply start working instead of putting them off. One reason why putting things off works so well is that it's easy. It's simpler to look through social media than to begin a tough job. It's more fun to watch one more show than to work on a project. But if you change this dynamic, if putting things off makes you feel bad, then you will be driven to act. Tell other people about your goals. People feel pressured to keep their promises when they say them in public. Accountability makes putting things off feel bad, whether it's by telling a friend, writing about it, or joining a group. Attach a bad outcome to putting things off. For instance, if you don't finish a job, you have to do something extra or give money to a cause you don't like. You will act because losing something will make you feel bad. Leave your phone somewhere else if it's the thing that keeps you from focusing. Block websites that waste your time. It gets easier to concentrate when it's harder to put things off. Musashi thought that pain led to growth. Making putting things off unpleasant will make you naturally choose to act instead of wait. Step 5. Use future you as motivation. Musashi Miyamoto lived with vision because he knew that every choice has an effect on the future. He thought that a fighter should always imagine the next battle and get ready for it. Putting things off is one of the worst things you can do in life. But what if you could beat your future self with your present self? Think about this. Every time you put things off, you make things harder for yourself later on. Tasks don't go away when you put them off. They just pile up, causing stress, anxiety, and fear at the last minute. Imagine that future you stays up late, feels stressed, and feels bad about every moment you wasted. That version of you will wish that today you had done something. Now, picture the other side. Imagine that you in the future are done, stress-free, and ahead of plan. Today, you chose to act, so this version of yourself is calm, sure of herself, and in charge. Any choice you make today shapes the life you'll live tomorrow. Write down how you want to feel in a week, a month, or a year. Remind yourself that every moment you spend being responsible today will pay off tomorrow. Close your eyes and feel how frustrating it is to be rushed at the last minute. Allow that pain to push you to act right now. By giving yourself small rewards for finishing jobs, you'll get into the habit of making progress. Musashi taught fighters to guess what their enemies will do next. Your enemy in this fight against putting things off is your own inactivity. Today, make the right choice. You will thank yourself later. Step 6. Turn tasks into a game. People often put things off when they feel like they will never end or are too boring. Changing how you think about work, making it something interesting, fun, and rewarding is the key to getting past this. The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi knew how to make discipline fun instead of hard. He used strategy, flexibility, and creativity in both training and war. You can make your daily jobs into games to do the same thing. Musashi did more than just train. He also fought himself. Every day, he pushed himself to the limit and got better at what he did. Use this in your own work by giving yourself tasks to complete. For instance, use the Pomodoro technique to see how much of a job you can finish in 25 minutes. Try to get something done faster than the last time. Try not to be distracted as much as possible and see how long you can concentrate without breaking. You can get your brain to work in new ways by making your tasks feel like a race between you. Your work stops being a drag and starts being a chance to win. Musashi knew that there was a need to keep track of progress. He always learned from his wins and losses by studying them. Make a scoreboard to keep you interested in your work. Keep track of how many things you get done each day. For every hour you work, give yourself points. Keep track of the days you don't put things off. Seeing your work grow over time encourages you to keep going. It gives you energy, which makes you less likely to put things off. Even the best warriors were happy when they won. Musashi's life was about more than just following rules. It was also about finding balance. When you finish a tough job, give yourself a reward. After you're done with some hard work, take a short break. When you reach a big goal, do something fun for yourself. To make work feel more satisfying, give yourself little awards. The dopamine system in your brain is activated by rewards, which reinforces the habit of being productive. Over time, you'll start to connect work with good feelings, which will make it easier to stop putting things off. If you make jobs into games, you'll want to do them instead of forcing yourself to. This small change in how you think could be the key to taking charge of your day. Step 7. Develop a shutdown ritual. A fighter doesn't just put down his sword and leave at the end of the day. He thinks about things, makes decisions, and gets ready for the next fight. In the same way, if you want to take charge of your day and stop putting things off, you need to create a routine that ends your day on purpose and sets you up for success the next day. This ritual is very important to make sure you keep going forward with purpose and focus. Musashi was very good at getting ready and thinking things through. He would think about his plan and deeds for a while before going into battle. In real life, this means taking a moment at the end of the day to look at how things went, think about what went well, and get ready for the next day. Spend a few minutes every night thinking about what you've done that day. No matter how small, write down the things you've done well. This helps you stay motivated and gives you a feeling of progress. When you see how much you've accomplished, it creates a positive feedback loop that pushes you forward and makes you less likely to put things off the next day. It's just as important to admit that you didn't finish a job. Don't be hard on yourself. Instead, write down why you didn't finish them and what you can do better tomorrow. Musashi thought that everything should be used to learn something. Take a look at what you can do better so you can make smarter choices in the future. A soldier never goes into fight without a plan. In the same way, you should never start the day without a clear goal in mind. Make a list of the 3 most important things you need to do tomorrow. Decide which ones are most important to you and get ready in your mind to start on them first thing in the morning. A shutdown routine is more than just making plans. It's also a way to relax at the end of the day. This could mean as little as cleaning up your desk, turning off your computer, or taking a moment to think quietly. Musashi knew how important it was to have a clear mind and be able to concentrate. A peaceful end to the day helps clear the mind so that you can rest and recharge. By creating a routine to wind down, you allow your mind to stop thinking about work and start resting without any worry staying with it. This practice clears your mind and gets you ready for a focused, busy day tomorrow. A lot of disciplined practice helped Musashi get better at what he did. With this one simple but powerful habit, you can also master your day.